Perhaps we should have invited Donovan after all.
Nonsense. It's good to put that man behind you once and for all. You've chosen a good husband, Ruth. Mr. Sanderson is a solid, reliable, upstanding member of the community.
Yes.
Whereas Donovan Beauregard is an uncouth, outrageous man who is obsessed with sex.
Yes.
Remember, do not let this man in by any means necessary.
Mrs. Johnson.
Donovan?
Come on, Mrs. Johnson. Why the surprise? You know I've always wanted to celebrate your nuptials.
Do you know this, Vicar?
I have visited her parish many times. True, I have not yet seen the inside of her cathedral, but she has a very accommodating rector.
I beg your pardon.
And God created woman, and he said it was good. But I say it's better than good. It is a bounteous piece of super creation, designed for prolonged physical exploration. I deal with the head of my onboard satellite navigation.
Reverend, please get on with the service.
Hey, my church, my rules.
Donovan?
Call me your holiness, and I will grant you a private hearty hence you'll never forget. Come, receive me blessings, kiss me ring, and if you stay on your knees long enough, I'll give you a ride on my Pope mobile.
What the hell is going on here?
Shouldn't the real question be, what the hell is going on there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey! Come on, Mrs. Johnson, it was meant to be. I is Jonah, you is the whale. I is Moses, you is my fatted calf. Uh-oh.
Do you know who I am? This is my wife.
No, she isn't. You never said I do.
I do.
Well, I don't. Come on, Mrs. Johnson, hurry up. Giddy up, Mrs. Johnson. Yeah!
Donovan, you have any idea where we're going?
Paradise, Mrs. Johnson. Paradise. Mrs. Johnson,
Donovan?
you's gonna need a bigger man than that to satisfy your needs, Mrs. Johnson.
I didn't know you were interested in gardening.
Well, yes, I've always taken an active interest in the natural world. There's nothing I like better than to lie back and watch something grow.
Since my husband died, I find I get peace in my garden.
Well, I'd like to get a piece in your garden, too. Come on. Let me turn your topsoil. Let me trim your borders. Let me rummage around in your hedge. Let me erect a unnecessary water fountain.
Donovan, please.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Johnson.
Mrs. White, good morning.
I've seen her garden. It's nothing compared to yours. Her roots are dry, her bushes are overgrown, and God knows what that is swimming around in her fish pond.
Donovan, please.
Let me put it another way. You and me is both plowing a lonely furrow. Your fields are still looking fertile. My seeds are most definitely ripe. So harness your ass to my plow. Because it is time for some serious crop rotation, some phenomenal fertilization, and some heavy-duty irrigation. You see, it has a very sophisticated sprinkler system.
Donovan, are you volunteering to do a spot of work in my garden?
It will be both an honor and a prolonged pleasure.
Good. We'll start with some deadheading.